Yo, what is up, folks? TrevTG here with another Explorer event, and today I've been meaning to this for a while, but we're gonna jam some Abzan Greasefang, what has become by far the most popular build of Greasefang, on Arena in Explorer. I'm finally kind of at a place where I've got a list I'm happy with. Like, okay, cool. So 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Duress, just so powerful. Make the combo. Da 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 da. Obviously, in Explorer, you don't have access to Sata Wayfinder. We're playing 3 Stitches Supplier. It may be the worst card on the deck. It's kind of a necessity, though. 4 Fiend's Informant, 3 Can't Stay Away, 4 Gritty Salvage, and 4 Witherbloom Command. Maybe the best cards on the deck, honestly. A couple of Lianas, keeping just powerhouse card. The plus discard, does kind of everything. 4 copies of Greasefang itself, 4 Chariots, a Sky Sovereign, which is kind of just game over versus some creature decks. And it's actually quite impressive sometimes. And then, of course, your 4 Parhellions. Mana base, fairly straightforward. A Swamp, a Takanuma, a Boseiju, 4 Courtyards, a Godless Shrine, 3 Marshes, 4 Green-Black Pathways, 2 Overgrown Tombs, and 4 Temple Gardens. If you're liking Explorer content, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. I've been doing quite a lot of Explorer stuff. If you have any decks that you're interested in seeing, let me know in the comments. I kind of have access to most of the cards, and I'm happy to try pretty much anything out. So yeah, let me know what you want to see. Let's get into the event. Yeah, I've been meaning to do Greasefang, to look at Abzan Greasefang since DMU came out. Obviously, you get Liliana in the deck. There have been a few other kind of little adaptations with things. But the deck has a lot of synergy going for it. Like both Grizzly Salvage and the Blue Command, just like really nice cards. Like both digging you towards your plan, but then also Grizzly Salvage just lets you look at so many cards, lets you kind of dump the cards in your graveyard and grab the creature that you want. Like lets you look to put the pad in your graveyard and also get a thing. And with the Moon Command, kind of just does everything. It's my favorite card on the deck, I think. Helps you versus some of the aggressive decks, finds you lands, cards, does slices and dices. Alright, leaving things off with Stitches Supplier. Like, this hand's, not got a ton going for it, honestly. We're, banking quite heavily on this Grizzly Salvage. Did get a 3rd land, which is important. I think I'm gonna just play the Blooming Marsh, just so we get our early lands out of the way. May as well come in for one. We'll see. You saw Mulch here. We are playing a mirror. And we'll see what happens. Mulch is an interesting one. Obviously, just find you land. It's kind of interesting whether you want to play something like this or play Supplier. If you're going to play 4 Reformants, you're going to play the 4 Gritty Salvage because they're better. You have some options. Supplier obviously gets to mess around, block versus the aggro decks, and also gives you a turn 1 play, which is kind of handy. So you are playing Disruption with Thoughtseize and Duress anyway. So, bit of column A, bit of column B. We'll see. I'll probably leave up a removal spell in here just in case we have things. We are putting a party in our graveyard. We do not have a Greasefang though. I don't really want the... if we drop the Informant, we can then go for... We might be casting the Informant. I think I kind of want to take the Swamp here. Which we can just play the... I want to kind of build up lands towards getting Habit back online. The other thing to consider is that when we tap out here, our opponent might just... Well, it's unlikely that we're and you're like, oh, you could have just taken the Informant, but actually we want to hit our... This is one of those games where we definitely want to hit 4 lands for the Chariot. Having the Courtyard is awkward, as we didn't have a White Source in play already. I'm just going to do this. Get towards, and we could come back in for 1 on the other side. Alright. Yeah. Want to guarantee hitting our land drops. We're at the point where we're close enough to flashing back. Or will be close enough to flashing back the Can't Stay Away. That's unlikely we find. Greasefang to great. It's more likely we find it's a hand than to great. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Slam a Chariot. Thinking. Deck's very powerful, pretty consistent. Like does like a reasonable job at finding on turn 3. The one thing with Mulch is that you're sacrificing some of your turn 3 potential. Obviously, it does let you hit the land drops. But then yeah, with the Abzan version with Esca's Chariot gives you a pretty good like a mid-rangey plan. Anyway, if you don't get there, see how it plays out. Here, I think I would rather get the Chariot into play, given that they've not actually done anything with their informant. I move to combat, swinging for 4. Up here, obviously couldn't be holding up aggressive salvage. We're in danger, constantly in danger, as it works out. But play basic pump into. Yeah. The other thing is that they make Greasefang. We do survive, and we do have a Sky Sovereign to put it on the ground on our next turn. Either can have ways to bring it back. 3 can't stay away appears to be the standard at the moment, not 4. So like, hey, maybe they don't have one, but I'll play around it. Thoughtseize. Oh, it fails Thoughtseize. Okay, they're gonna put it in their graveyard. That's a 13. Animate. Very interesting. Thing is, the leftover with angel tokens don't have a way of killing the angel. Maybe you can present lethal. That's tough. We'll see what we draw. One of those things. If we lose the mirror, then that can't be bad. Right? That works. I don't love Mulch, because most of these decks are playing like 21 lands. Well, that's you got a 5, so you can survive 1 angel. Maybe we can force them to block with 1. We know that actually that they do have a can't stay away, which is misery. Maybe we can do it pretty doesn't lethal. We can't crew both of these. Right? Like this is gonna be we have another way? Oh, we can find our own Parhelion, right? We have our own Parhelion, we just need to find a Greasefang with an interaction. I think that's better, because if we make the Sky Sovereign, we kill the Greasefang, there's still these 2 angels in play that we can't deal with. I can not attack with the Sky Sovereign, block an angel, but we know that they're going to be able to bring the Greasefang. And they don't have another Parhelion in Great. What does the Parhelion play? Let me actually make sure I can block with it, but I can make a token for them. Alright, this seems a little convoluted, but I'm going to try it. And the logic is that we can tap the Chariot and make a token, and that token will allow us to crew the Sky Sovereign with us as just a player. Now they need to they can reanimate the Greasefang, but they don't have a way to get this back in the graveyard. These are just oh, and they blocked actually, so they only have 1 angel. Good Greasefang. Okay. I don't think I miscalculated. We can put the Greasefang back in the yard again. So to do that, we have to attack with the Sky Sovereign. Now we have another chance of Grisly Salvage to find. Okay, it's going to try and present a board. Most curious. Oh yeah, the can't stay. Oh, drawing. I'm dumb. Yeah, like drawing the Greasefang means they can can't stay away the Rafik. I'll have you back. All right. That will be. I'm just gonna. You know, I got a career attack. All right, let's move on. So Greasefang wins game 1. Well, you can say that. That's fine. That's valid. All right. Yeah, I wanted to also like I've been meaning to slot in the Greasefang that tech, but the Greasefang kind of like playing an event with it or recording an event with it for a while. And I've ended up doing like a few different tempo decks this week, so I think I'm gonna try and slot this in to kind of break that up a little bit, and then we'll get back to maybe some of our regular. I'm gonna get scheduled tribal content maybe after that. I've been planning on at some point. Planning on recording because all the events I've been playing so far have been best of one. The ones that I've posted, both with elves and otherwise, and merfolk and all that kind of thing. So I think because elves are like kind of my pet deck at the minute. Playing them in modern, in exploring, and in modern. I think if there are Pioneer tournaments for me to play in near me, I'll be playing them there as well. This is interesting. Foreman, we have a Thoughtseize. A little tricky. If you don't have tons going on, I think you kind of just have to keep hands like this. You can't really be mulliganing for combo. I want to lead. I'll lead Koi because we're planning on casting Informant onto. You should be able to play the Marsh on. Okay. 3 lands. Fable. This. Well, I think I take the Fable. That's the most powerful card. These things don't actually interact on our turn, so let us kind of get around. Also, if they want to start like killing our Fiend's Informant with them, we get to just even if we don't draw things. That's a nice one. Informant here. Here we hit. I kind of want to pitch to the player. Like the plan here is like go like Liliana into like Cherry and just play a very good, play a solid mid-range game plan. Obviously have the cart stay away, but I'm not like super like into it. I think this is actually a pretty solid game plan, if a little fair. Remember they have the smashing in hand though. Yeah, sorry. I was in the middle of saying that I'm gonna try and do some. Oh wait, does this see Planeswalkers?
Those who get in my way tend to regret.
I can cycle it for that turn, right? But do this way round, I can still kill this. I think I just doubt they use a card on it. I get in the zone.
Off you go.
Alright, okay. Yeah, I was saying that I'm gonna record a best of 3 event with elves. Most probably like a day or 2 after this, realistically. You might see this and then a tempo deck and then the elf. We'll see. Yeah, like I said, if you got things you want me to, you're interested in seeing me play and seeing get played. If you're like decks, you're like, I've seen this. It's kind of interesting. You let me know.
Fine.
I'll
I'll take my zombies and leave.
Fine, I'll take my zombies and leave. Broker's just right. This is kind of scripted. I guess I'm gonna. Oh, they have a harvester. We don't attack a new. We make Chariot. If they decide they want to run Broker's Giant into Chariot, we still get tokens off the back of it. So we'll see. I feel pretty good about that. Like I said, we've not actually got a ton going on. We've developed a lot in terms of lands and things. We also have attacking him we can activate at some point. I don't know. They played that. Alright, yeah. This is an exchange, like I said, I'm kind of down for. Now we actually will have 5 lands if I decide to play this. So I can actually even go... That seems... Oh, well. A little greedy. Only seems reasonable. Roll over. No, I think we still do. Yeah, I don't want to randomly give away one of these. The danger is that I could be playing, like, because it's best of 1, they could be playing something strange, like a main deck massacre. It's like, yeah, I'll buy. But oh, it's legendary. I'm just gonna do this now. Yeah. I was like, I actually think it might be. I was like, I actually is. I'm done. I should know that. Okay, so we get that. We're gonna get back the Lee. I'd rather get that back than. Sheesh. Pretty hot. Get to 11. Again, the mid-range plan is pretty solid. Make a chariot, you start attacking with the chariot, you got stuff going on, you got planeswalkers. I didn't run you through the sideboard, Ghost Rix's best of one, but there are more duresses, unlicensed classes, trespasses. The main things. Go blanks. Yeah. Pretty standard stuff. Trespass is an interesting one. Probably exile the part heavy and just get out of the way. Any potential shenanigans. Seems like a better bet than the chariot, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, they want the life. Interesting. Yeah. Needed them.
Nobody knows.
You leave the Stitcher supplier back on D.
I've always hated clouds.
They're not such low life. Like if they block one of the 2/2s, they go. They take 8. Don't mind losing the Lily. They block one of these, take. Where should I leave this? If they decide they want to. Boss blood. Well, they're kind of in a pretty tricky situation where they likely have. They're trying to use the block. Does flip. I'll discard Overgrown Team.
I'm tired of your secrets.
There's definitely an argument to just play it. Discard one of these castaways. Attack here, see what happens. What is they can animate? Kill a couple of things really. This is only a attack trigger. Yeah. It's been a while since I played any red black. That goes down. They get to. Oh, do you think? Alright. Looks like a win. Smells like a win. Too bad it ain't Connecticut. Ooh, eliminate. Alright. The one. Can't stay away. I'm gonna discard the Can't Stay Away just like not have an answer to it. Third one. Okay, so you can go Fatal Push attack. Oh, this is actually kind of. Oh, but they have to exile creatures. They can't even exile the. Huh. The current dilemma is they can actually animate to sacrifice the end of the Bugbear in response. Seasonal text. But, so we actually have quite a lot of we have a lot of just kind of lethal draws. XL2 that card. Other one is gonna go down. wonder if they do.
Delay.
Maybe they do.
Nothing more.
It makes sense, right? A 5th land. Price into. I keep the Evergreen team in hand because I have the option to discard it if need. I guess. That's bad. I don't know. I'm gonna play this down tick. If they animate a response to me ticking down, then I'll need to just play back. If they don't,
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
see. Looks like they're gonna animate.
Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Leave this back though. Keep the Evergreen team in hand. It's an unknown card, though I have white mana. You represent very much. They have land. And they like do attack. They're on 3, which is much the life total. But in tap with they are, it's actually not that much of a problem. This turn. Maybe they get the 2 cut stairways. Palincron now. Palincron? I need to stop saying that. Hang on. Okay, yes. So they're gonna get the vehicle time round. We'll change the life totals. I will block because I have the cut stairway. Hit something. And a pretty solid shape. I mean, actually, like what? They know they're dead if I have a level 1. I can use the boost. We got there. So, took us a while, but we did eventually see. It did end up mattering. It's pretty unfortunate when they've for them when they alright, we've exiled all their possible things. They need to hit both the Greasefang and the vehicle in the top X. Top 3 cards. Like, oh, well, we got there. But goes. Alright, I was good there. I said oh, this should be it, and then they immediately got back into the game, flipped the trespasser over, and I was like, oh no. We're in deep trouble. But it worked out okay. Yeah. In doubt, please. Ooh, no black source. Ah. So the only so we can cast the Minotaur Fiend's Informant. We have a few other things that we want, but these are all 1 mana black spell, 1 mana black spell. We're not gonna cast any. We're gonna mulligan. Okay. Keep this. Let's look at one bombing though. The thing is, the handle is you can carry it. I think I'm gonna bot. A vacuum. We don't have a way to just assemble right now. Alright. Versus the cup. Lead. I'll shock myself. Pretty easy. Particularly on playing a sacrifice. Jun sacrificed at that actually. A rarity nowadays, I feel like. Black red version. More popular online. Here. And I want to target me with this. Okay. Eat, eat. Alright. We don't have a Can't Stay Away, but there's a Greasefang and a Sky Sovereign in the ground. Cracking that. Also, this is giving us our 4th land at 2. Carry it. I wanna get this Mayhem Devil out of here. If there's something worse than Mayhem, Still looking again. Mayhem Devil was just too good. Like I could fire this off. Does like actually kill relevant creatures to the matchup. The problem is that they actually get to spot. It hits like oven and stuff as well. I actually think I want to hold on to it. It feels weird, but yeah. We're not comboing at all costs. This is kind of sick. Can't stay away. Get Greasefang. We have to bring back the Sky Sovereign. Shoot to that. Through this, we need to combat back. Then we get the Sky Sovereign back to hand. We have something else. Alright. Fort them. So now I want to play this, but I actually don't know. I think I get rid of the. I think my plan is to discard the Chariot, as that will clock them quicker overall. We have a land as well, which means we keep this guy sovereign in. Played as a kill, live kill spell. So actually, not quite lethal. Well, it's not lethal. Company here. No. Plan. Again, have the option to cast with a bloom. We can drain for 2, but I think I'll leave it. But let's say Ghost resets to our hand anyway. We discard up there and just get about 3 seconds. Alright, nice. Kind of they kept to kind of, they ended up having to keep a pretty awkward hand. Just kind of take it apart, dress, and then off them. Alright, we go again. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Show only mythic rare cards in the deck builder. Type rarity on M. R on M. I'm bad at using all the codes and things. This is actually pretty helpful. There was a point where you could, like, if you wanted to look for Modern Horizons 2 cards that had been online, you could use a code. It was the only way to bring up, like, just Modern Horizons 2. Which is silly, because they were included in, like, one of these remastered similar things. Go with similar projects. It's, yeah, I can't remember what exactly it was. Alright, OP is on the play. Looks solid. We have the command, we have the salvage of live things. This plains art that looks like it could be a mountain. It just looks like a Sacred Foundry, but it's like buses in a sea. Bloom and Arc Veteran. I don't love that. Make sure they are playing like green white or something. Yeah. I'm just like forced to take the bishop. If they just have a bishop in play, every card like that gets so much better. We'll get rid of that. Awesome, kind of these starter things to do on turn 2. Having the speaker out kind of leans into our plan. Obviously, if we end up with a Bloom commanding the veteran, they can then bring it back later. This way we have another target. We also have the Stitches in play, but I might just... We have lands, actually. I like being mana efficient. You can go like Stitches. What a way to get... Yeah, I like this plan. No lands. Okay. Greasefang Chariot here. The best that we're doing. Next time we can look to just supply Grizzly Salvage to try to find a Parhelion or way to put this Parhelion in our graveyard. And then go from there. I think I want to run out the Dartboard pathway because there is the chance that life totals matter. There's a definitely a non-zero chance that life total matters. Alright, see what happens here. The other thing is they might just cast Collecting Company and we have no chance of it. But, ever the optimist, definitely not going to happen. There's a game 2. Oh, it's 1 life to record, never mind. Overall. Oh, we have the Informant, which is... what is that for us? There's no other better way to like... Basically trying to work out if I need to... Is there a motivation for me casting Grizzly Salvage? There was a point where I was playing a Murderous Rider in this deck. Like the Hero's Downfall on a dude that you can then cast. Like an adventure. 80 life. Move to combat. See how things work out here. Decision. You kind of want to attack with 3. Trying to think while also doing none of the thinking. Alright. Well, let's get a prompt symbol. They also, unless they draw whatever company rather than to that next turn, rather than just they're taking 8 in here. Yeah, one of the things is that we don't actually have... We're on 13, but we're not going to die to just, like, getting beat down. I think I want to be able to put the most cards in my graveyard as possible. You try and take advantage of the Grizzly... Well, basically, I want a Grizzly Salvage to get another... Either another Parhelion in our graveyard, or find a creature to help us put it there. Like another... There you go, see what happens. There is a Coco. Moment of Truth. What is the best case scenario? Like double 2/4 angel? I don't know. That doesn't get them. That does not get them high enough. The thing is that they get to make game 1, 2. They make an angel here, but they end. Yeah, we can get them up play somehow or other. All right. Anyway. Alright, 3-1 so far. Abzan Greasefang going pretty well. As always, like, hey, some of the games went very much in our favour. Some of them, well. Our opponent's getting unlucky is part of the game that... Alright. It feels wrong not to get... the thing is, right, is that the Informant's better, and we already have our way to get the Parhelion in the graveyard. There are points where, like, yes, we just want mass cards in the graveyard, that is better than only done one thing, but this is a case where, like, so, like, here, for example, we get one Informant. If they get the other one, oh, we drew the play art. Oh, the land anyway. We did draw the Greasefang, which is kind of BM. They obviously know this is coming. They might just have a Trespasser on 3. Guess that's my nightmare. A Fatal Push. It looks like... Oh no, Abzan. Oh, Abzan mid-range. So they go Tireless Tracker. That's good for us. Take this and thing. They're just gonna scoop. They can't beat the Angels. Alright. That was a fast one. Yeah, a few attempts, maybe. Like a 7 run. We'll see. Could just lose 2 on the trot. Of course, we have already picked up a loss. You can assign specific pets, sleeves, emotes, and avatars on a per deck basis, which is good and bad. I am often like, because I like churn through like decks in my inventory quite quickly. Pledge the decks, I'll be like, I just forget to bother like put anything on, playing with the default stuff all the time. But hey, I tell myself I'm not gonna fall into the trap of getting any cosmetics on Arena, and then every now and again it's like, oh, actually, please. The only real like luxury that I used to be like, oh yeah, I like card arts and things. I was like, actually, I'd have like twice the amount of like gold and stuff if I didn't do that. The only thing that I did like have really splurged for recently is not even recently. I got the Euro basic lands, Cliffs of Dover, etc. Interesting. No white source isn't necessarily a problem. This is going to be like a Thoughtseize you and then Duress me. This is opponent, unfortunately. Oh, that's worth bearing in mind. Duress you, Thoughtseize me. And then we're trying to find deployed over. See what's going on. Again, we need a white source, we have a decent amount of stuff going on. Oh, okay. They have carries up on 2. We take the oh, feels almost wrong, but I think we take the Kumo. The hand's so much better. Oh, it's just kind of slow. They have 3 lands. They're gonna be able to cast epic spells. But hey, let's see what we draw here. It might end up being that we want to keep this. Yeah, second land, but also black. We've not seen any interaction. I think I thought this was my Parhelion. They're making like carries that go, right? I think with no other way to get into the yard, this is the right play. You want to be as fast as possible to versus mono red. Already done a decent amount of damage to our own life total. We shall see, we shall see. 1 white sauce off the top. Some mayonnaise. Maybe they're tanking because they know that if they run the carries them out, they might do a spell. Like maybe they drew a lightning strike. Maybe they were thinking about representing lightning strike. We hit Blooming Marsh, which isn't great. Be clear. Now they're going to be able to get to their Chandra or Torbrand. They will be in danger. Not quite yet. Robber the Rich is an interesting one. Take a bunch of damage here. But not enough to make Torbrand lethal. Oh man. Okay, so if I go land Chariot, I have a white land in my graveyard. Of course not, I should know what cards in my graveyard. We can drain for 2. The thing is, if they make 4 brain, oh, 1. We don't have lethal back. I think we are in on the Chariot plan, and then next turn, when we're still alive, we can use it with a Coon command to try and find a white. Ooh, Legion War bosses. Use not the right one. I was gonna say, attack with the Robber of the Rich. Yeah. No 4th land, it does feel like a good sign to me. The Wither Bloom command. Lands. Brain for 2. They have a decision to make. The attack with this, make a token. The reason being is that they're currently on 18, which is not in range of being greasefanged. If they hit their land to play the Tollbrand, for example, it's just dead before we get to survive one attack. Oh, with the Legion War, once it becomes 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seems a lot. Feels bad, but I think I pass. Like, they probably just no block sign up with a 2-2 and I just get enchanted trouble. They of course know that we have a race. It makes sense to do this because the Esker's Chariot is a more durable blocker. I'm only going to get to block with one thing anyway. We'll see what they actually attack with here. Can make a team full of T2s. Maybe they just run the 1-1 in. Okay, they're going to attack with everything. Are in building. Right. We play around what we can. Sounds a little bit like a cop out. Yeah, I just need a white. Chariot up. Still T2 is a blocker this one. Yeah. I don't think so. As efficient as we can get. As it is. 3 blockers. Bronson. Brand. No. Brand, they only have. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. Get to block everything except the carries that comes in. 2. You fortunately have the informant to put the Parhelion back in the graveyard. Oh, we get there. That's a little too close for comfort. We had to like fade land off the top for a couple of times. But yeah, we get there. Nice. I will say I do feel the pressure when I have good event runs, or when I hit 7 wins, to be like, oh, I want to like tweet this out, fire shoot, boost the signal a little, but what I tend to do is like record these and then I'll like schedule them. I'll like record a few of these over the weekend, or maybe I'll record them like I have time in the evening, and then like schedule them course of the week. So if right now, for example, I'm recording on, well, it's actually 1 a.m. here right now. It's technically Saturday. Okay, so we have our colors salvage plus can't stay away, which is pretty good, I think. And we want. We have the play too, which is big. Big if true, no thoughts these. They do. I don't know. Rather categories. Dog is flying. Salvage here. Feels like we need not a land. Well, it's a. The thing about Black Red is that they don't really have good ways to interact with creatures. Instant speed. Well, not a ton. It's actually a little bit almost more true Pioneer than is Explorer. Because in Pioneer, they're jamming a bunch of dreadballs in there. But also, sorcery speed. I'm trying to work out here whether I want to. Try and grizzly salvage again. Get a vehicle. Trespasser takes that. For an okay shape. Yeah. Salvage. Usurp Hellion. I'll take the Greasefang, and that's the signal that we don't have one already. So that we make Greasefang, I think kill. Also, drawing the Liliana is nice. It means we've got a way to reset it. Reset the Parhelion when it gets to hand. So once we have Angels in play, it becomes very, very hard. I think we just lethal on board. They do die to Fatal Push, but we'll see how this plays out. They kill the Greasefang and the Angels. They can attack again. Push. Push. So if they haven't answered Greasefang, we're in actually quite a bit of trouble. Attacking. As it is, we just got to kill Liliana. This is a dangerous thing, right? This deck plays like a decent mid-range game. It's not anything special. But you can just like be like pseudo dead on turn 3, or kind of win from nowhere.
all have things we'd rather forget.
This game we just got to be like, alright, we're just gonna like impulse a few times. Grizzly salvage. Better than him. Actually, just 2 mana, draw 6. Draw 6. 2 mana, draw 5. Again, it's easy to say when you're winning. Like, when this deck's losing, it feels miserable. But it often feels like you have ways to victory. Most of the time. That's like a non-sentence, right? It's like, most of the time you feel like you can win most of the time. Like there's like a pathway or sequence of draws or plays you win the game. Oh yeah, if you ask me to play Green White Angels, I won't. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's my least favorite deck. I was thinking like situations where you can't win the game, and the answer where like where they have like 60 life and a bunch of Angels to play, just couldn't play. That's not a Greasefang thing either. I hate playing against it with anything. It's like they're gonna like put their cards on the table, play solitaire, and maybe you win, maybe you lose. Maybe this is me not playing control very much anymore. I'm thinking like, oh, this is being a little. I won't play Angels. We'll play control. I realize I haven't actually really played any control decks on here, on the channel, so might see some of that. Alright, so we're gonna get 2 stabs at our 7 wins. We should try. We are in the waiting queue though. While the original Teleria was utterly destroyed by the Phyrexian invasion, the idea of unfettered magic lining lives. Oh. I also said lives that should have been lives, but they're not changed anyway. I started reading too late. Buzzig. Nissa icon could be elves. They have colors, have supplier, have thought seeds, have informant. You have all the tools. But like Thunderland, lead Goblin Shrine. I think I'm gonna go Goblin Shrine Stitch supplier. That gives us a route to turn 3. Our guy. Giganth is interesting. Could be red-white. Could be red-black. Alright. That's a sacrifice. Could be. Interesting. I want to hold this. I think I want a Rafine's Informant. We have the third land now. What I actually kind of want to do is just go off with Stitcher Suppliers. How do I feel about that? I think I like that. Okay, it's a pile of Greasefang graveyard. We'll attack with one of the suppliers. Obviously, hop on back to block with if we decide to block with it. Good, actually. Yeah. Definitely a case for casting Thoughtseize here, but actually, if they had Oven, they'd have played it on turn 1 over the cat. Got to get it in play before you put the play. And the other cards we're really worried about are 3 mana or more. And that'd be Nixilis. This is an interesting one because we're actually going to get cat here. What's his? Make sure I double check the yard, make sure I haven't missed anything. Chicken with a Bloom Command. And going Thoughtseize with a Bloom Command is better than going like a Informant. Let's have a look. Fatal Push and playing through Fatal Push is fine unless they have a way to turn it on. They will do, but I think we have, because we have the Can't Stay Away in the graveyard, I think letting them just make them Nixilis is bad for us. I think without the Nixilis, there's a question of like, does the Nixilis actually matter? The answer is probably no. Maybe I'm just being get the Fatal Push. It does give them a way to kind of clock us. We're also going to get to do this, which means sacrifice any creature. So, this one, target me, target the Cauldron Familiar. Alright. If you want to do it, you have to sacrifice your hub. We've got a Chariot in the graveyard. I want the Pathway, so we've untapped mana. Alright, okay. And I think I go like in with one, hold one back. The shocks. It looks like they are going to go for a Nixilis. Unless they drew something pretty hype. They're thinking about. Okay, gonna make the Nixilis. Magana down to Gantic up, or they're gonna.
I'm gonna remake this town in my shake down the locals.
I'm not gonna discard because we want to cast off.
And you'll lose.
Airways. Got some life though. Right. Templegon tapped. Do it. As a matter of like, oh, we attack with these, I think we actually do at this point. Actually, simply. I think slow playing, kind of getting rid of probably good. We can do this. Getting the planeswalkers off the board. Then they keep the 4-1, but get rid of one of them. Fine. They can ping us for one if they want, but they're still actually pressure. Our Chariot's going to reset. We have the Informant to put it back in the graveyard if we want to. Presenting a bit. Alright. The 4/4's probably getting blocked either way. I should send the 2/1/1s up. Right, I have to force that to attack their artifact here. Treasure. That does trigger Revolt for Fatal Push. Looks like they have drawn one. Just had a quick look. Do you have Greasefang? This is the Fatal Push. They sat treasure for that. They actually already spiced it. This is actually huge.
For mercy.
We get to discard our chariot, which means now can't stay away a Greasefang. And 11, 12 as well. We'll don't have a removal spell. Use one. So we're presenting lethal next turn. Yeah, so without them actually making us discard, we didn't have a way to reset the chariot. We'd have had to either kind of use, or I can't stay away there. We get him. Ooh, nice. All right, Abzan Greasefang, the stuff. I'll just quickly show you what's in my sideboard now, anyway. But we do get our 7 win. Oh, let me. Sorry. Make sure I actually have these saved. Yeah, we got there. And then. Alright, there we go. Another playing point. Type. Thanks. Yeah, I'll show you the sideboard. Yes, I'll open packs there. For 50. Well, we're about hit. An hour. Actually, fairly short. Yeah, 7-1, not a 7-2. Sideboard here. A couple of dresses. Oh yeah, the Fatal Push is the other big thing I missed out there. So it's after trophies, deal an online permanents. You don't have access to Replicate in Explorer. The unlicensed licenses are kind of mandatory. You just kind of have to, like, they're just so good. It's like maybe the best sideboard card in the form. Go blanks and the trespass. That's the sideboard I'd be playing. Obviously, this was best of 1, but that's what I would play. And sure, I will crack these. If you made it this far to the end of the video, please hit the like button. I hope you really enjoyed your time, and please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. On the route to, I think, 21 at the minute. On the route to 50 subscribers. Big hype. Yeah, thank you very much. And have, what do we win? Island of Atonement. That does something that you might come up with. Alright, have a good day. Peace.